Hey, good morning, y'all. I'm out here riding my bicycle. I have my helmet on, just to be, to protect the head, right? The most important part of the body. It looks funny, but I'm all protected because, I see a lot of young people they're riding, whether it's the scooter or their bike or even motorcycle. They don't protect their head, and we see that. Um, And the other way we don't protect our head is by consuming too much information, right? Or being overwhelmed with the daily life issue, or whether uh, being overwhelmed with past trauma, right? You could check my last video that I did about balance, right? So today is just like a part two, right? Balance part two, making sure that you know we keep our body balanced. Whether it's the mental, the emotional, yeah, the emotion part of our body, the soul, um, the physical body. We have to keep it balanced. When you come to the physical body, you gotta make sure we maintain a well-balanced meal. Make sure that we eat the right thing. With fiber and all those stuff. Because if we don't keep a well balanced meal, we don't have all the nutrient, all the nutrition. You know, your inner is not doing the job that they're supposed to do, right? Because let's talk about fiber. When you have fiber, whatever you eat, now the food get to process into energy, right? Making sure you have all your vitamin, and then you consume all those vitamins, and then you create energy, right? But the remaining, the waste, go into the bathroom, right? You go into the toilet. But if you keep that inside of you, it gets stuck into your instant style, right? And then you end up getting sick, right? You could get all type of disease because the waste supposed to go out, right? So it's almost like the same thing with the car. You put the gas, you put process energy, then you have the fume coming out the muffler, you know. So that's the waste, right? So we gotta make sure, that we exercise, we keep the body moving, right? So we could create energy. And going back to the mental aspect of our body, we also gotta make sure that we don't consume too much when it comes to the mental. Um, not only protecting the out layer, but we need to protect the inner layer of our mind, right? Of our head, right? So we gotta make sure that we, we put good information in there, good thought, and certain thing that we eat affect our mind, certain thing we smoke affect our mind, right? For those out there, all the weeds smoker, right? Uh, you know, that if you smoking weed and then they put a bunch of things in the weed, you lose your mind and all those things. So be careful. Um, the emotion part of sci-fi, just making sure that we're in a safe environment. Uh, the people that we associate with, um, the thing that we do, or not dealing with past trauma, or that affect our emotion. Um, the thing we watch, so just be aware of that, uh, your spiritual aspect too. For those, not everybody, believe in God, but your faith is important. your faith affect, um, you know, all part of the body, especially the emotional part. The spiritual part too. So, you know, uh, let's be careful because even the faith that you choose, or the God you choose to believe in, or the person you choose to worship. Some people worship people. They don't worship God Almighty. They worship people. That also affect your mind. Whether you worshiping your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, uh, you worshiping money. All these things affect you. So just be careful. Um, just protect your mind, your soul, your spiritual aspect, your physical part. You know, like your life depend on it, and your life do depend on it. All right. So go out there, keep the body moving. Um, sometimes I go for a walk. I don't do it often. I need to do it more. So, but as we know, we're busy, but we gotta balance. And then go out there and get the book Balance by Pastor Toro Robert. Right? Is what's her name? Husband? Oh my God. T.G. Jake daughter husband. Okay. All right. Be well. Peace.